We're making a fire color with this. And y'all want to watch us put it
What's
in
it
there?
called? Campfire colors?
Yes.
Because just regular fire is pretty boring, right?
Yes, so we can make colors.
Okay, don't open it. You just throw the whole package in there.
Wait. Let's see what it says.
It says,
place 1 to 2 unopened packets on established fire. The hotter the fire, the better. Don't open the packet. Okay.
okay, watch.
I'm going to throw it in this hot part right here. Let's wait. Whoa, look.
Whoa.
Oh, it's green fire.
Blue.
Green and blue fire.
Where? Oh, there it is. Cool.
Why won't it turn off a fire?
It's about to, I think. Oh, I like that blue color.
Yeah, it's going to
How does it do that?
do a green thing.
Look,
that's pretty
the
cool.
top. Oh, man.
There it goes, brother.
That is so cool. I like that. What do you think?
Good. So, if you ever want your fire to be colored, just buy it.
Okay, what do you think?
This toy.
Oh, you want to turn that? Okay. All right, then you want to see yourself?
Yeah.
I got you.
Turn color.
Yeah, okay, you got to back up, see, so you can see yourself in there.
I never look at him when he teaches out a tree and never look at him. Wow.
Okay, Tata, you done? It's not focusing, buddy, because you keep...
Look at my teeth.
Oh, no, Tata. What happened right here?
I got teeth right here.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let go of it and you can talk to me. Okay, tell me everything.
Mommy, fire. I put fire on fire.
You did?
Yeah.
So, as I was saying earlier, I am trying to put in this Reflectix, I don't know how to say it. And I decided right now was best time as any. We got it popped up and we almost froze to death last night. So all I did, I don't want to measure, I don't have time for that, and I didn't really bring any of the things to do. I saw a lot of people, I tried to watch a tutorial on this before where they sort of just skimmed, like held it up and then took a marker. That's just not going to work with the boys here. So I took it outside and I sort of held it up and I said, okay, about how tall does it need to be? Cut it down. And then I brought it in and put it inside of here, and I'm cutting down as I need to, sort of as a guide. It's a little trickier because you got to make sure you don't cut your canvas, but I just found that to be the easiest way. So, and it's not perfect. And once you have these two done, then you'll just use those to model the rest of yours off of. So here we go. So I've zipped it in some. And make sure you pull away from your canvas. You don't want to cut that heather. Okay, so that's been good. And then zip it up more. I'm sure you can hear my children. They're so quiet. I don't know why any campground wouldn't want us around. I'm going to go ahead and cut this bottom piece so I can help measure up a little bit more.
Right now we have hundreds of cars, trucks, and SUVs, all at rock bottom prices. Every minute from the farm yard sits up right
There we go. Alright, got it in. So now I'm just going to take this piece out and then go outside and cut my other pieces based on this. Alright, so this is the piece I just did inside for this window part. And I am going to just use this as a copy to trace to do my other three. That way I don't have to risk cutting the inside of my canvas again. So here we go. Gonna lay this out. And bring this over. Travis just said I wouldn't win any cutting award. I'm precise about some things, but some stuff, I ain't got time to sit here and be worried about it. I mean, is somebody gonna come and look at it and say, oh, that's not cut straight, that looks hideous? I would do it if somebody could see it, but I'm not gonna.
It does look really bad.
Abram picked up better than that.
Listen, I was a nervous wreck. I kept hearing the kids. I was worried about cutting the. I'm probably down here cutting the rug. Thought it was. I wasn't. Okay, so this was the other piece of it. It's a little bit short, but I'm gonna use it. I mean, what up? You know, a little insulation is better than none, because I don't have enough in here. So this is good. I'll be able to get 2 pieces out of each cut.
Oh, you can go see her. Go tell Mama.
This is. That's a beautiful fire stick. Thank you. Is it mine? Okay. Look, now look, hold on, Abram, don't take it. It's Titus's. Look, it makes a letter T for Tata and a lowercase t. Okay, I want you to draw your names in the sand. Abram, and I want you to teach Titus how to draw his name in the sand.
What did I tell you about that?
Okay, so this tutorial has gone about as smooth as the icing I tried to make the other day. Not well. I have copied and made 4 of these, very crudely cut, okay? And Titus keeps telling me to stop talking. I'm about to put them in, then we'll see.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pop-Up Life channel. Travis here with my lovely wife Brooklyn.
Hey.
And this weekend we are at the Spirit of the Suwannee Music Park. I think that's the official name for this place.
Yes, not the Suwannee State Park.
Yeah,
which
not
is
to be
about 10
confused
miles
with
away.
that, which we might need to investigate that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're at the Spirit of the Suwannee Music Park, and this is a place I have been through quite a few times, but never actually been into the camping area. So,
right.
A little backstory. We haven't done it in a few years, but I did it a lot in college. Did it when I was a kid with my dad, and me and Brooklyn's done it. We used to do this little overnight canoeing trip. If you drive to the very end of this park, there's a canoe outpost.
I did not realize this is the same place we were at.
And you basically bring all your camping gear. They drive you about an hour up the road to White Springs, drop you off. You canoe halfway, camp out on a sandbar, and then canoe back to your vehicle.
So what is it, 22 miles?
22 miles.
22 miles down the road.
So we've been through here a time or two, just never camped out here. And I didn't realize this place was so big.
It's huge. Okay, so my backstory. A few weekends ago, my mom and I took the boys. They have a beautiful light display here, which I've heard about for years, but never went because I was thinking, oh, it's an hour and a half away, but it was worth it. It's only 40 miles from Valdosta, so not far, just where my parents are. So we came here, and I realized that this was also a campground, and I went home. I said, Chap, we need to go camping there. That would be so fun, because we could just go over to the lights, and they have a little walking display, and I didn't realize how big this place was either. I didn't even go through the campground because it was at night, so we just sort of booked it on a whim. And
so we, like I told you earlier, we had originally planned to go to Crooked River over St. Mary's, and then we changed that to go somewhere closer to home. I think it was a good decision.
Yeah, me too.
We'll get to a little more details of everything in our review on the next video. But we got down here Thursday. I got down here earlier, set up everything. You and the kids came. And because it's so close, you know, you went to work Friday morning for a little bit.
I did. I had to go into work, so we spent the night here, and then I drove the hour to work this morning. It was kind of nice having 2 vehicles. The only reason why was just we didn't have to be as careful about everything we packed. So I brought way too much stuff. Didn't need half of what I brought, of course, as usual. But it was still nice to have 2 different vehicles, not have to worry so much about space and what was going to fit in and what, you know, the boys being crammed in the back.
Yeah,
so that was nice to have.
It's probably nice getting here with the boys and having everything relatively.
Oh my gosh, that was the ticket. Everything was. We got here and I was like, ah, must be what it feels like to be a man. I'm just kidding. Everything was already set up, so it was so nice. We just scooted on in, and plus with my parents living so close, they actually drove up tonight and they're taking the boys to the lights. So we've had some time to pack everything up and
chill out.
Chill out.
Yep.
Yep.
So this place, I'm sure it hasn't happened this year because of COVID, hosts several big music festivals through the years, or throughout the year. They have one called Wani Fest, I think one called Halloween. They have a country jam, several different genres of music festivals they have here.
That last several days, or at least a day or two. 3.
Right, and that was, we were riding through today, all the different loops and trails and stuff. Man, they've got just huge expanses of areas for like primitive tent camping. There's this one kind of grassy area. It's got a bunch of trees in it, but it's just mostly grass, like 80 acres worth of tent camping. Two
areas like that, that's 80 acres. I took a picture of the map on the back, and then they have a very large, it looks like 2 large horse camping areas.
They do?
So there was one area where there were stalls, like multiple stalls, but there were several campsites right there by the stalls. And then by the playground, there were several areas that had paddock areas for your horses to be out and have some movement. So I just didn't know it was so big.
So there's several loops or camping areas scattered about this huge place, and we're on kind of the first camping loop. I don't know what it's called, it just says camping loop. But anyway, there's several other loops if you keep going on down. This loop seems to be the least populated of any of the other loops.
Really?
Yeah. Just seeing who that was. Yeah, from what I've seen, the other ones are really stacked in there. This loop seems to be more smaller. There's some bigger campers here, but it's a lot of smaller campers. Tent camping going on here. So this is more our style. I didn't pick it intentionally, but we got kind of put in the right place. Right here by the bathroom. I think we're at spot 51.
Right.
Like most of the campgrounds we go to that aren't state parks, the campsites aren't very well defined. You just kind of pull wherever you can get and spread out. It's not like a definite slab like there is when you go to a state park.
No, and I think we were able to spread out even more because there's a lot of empty campsites around us. It is a little bit different in that we're on a large loop, so we're on the interior of the loop, but there's a driving area through the middle of our loop. So some people have been utilizing that. So we have not very much traffic, but there has been cars coming on both sides of us, very slow. But normally we don't have anything like that, so that's a little bit different.
Yeah, when we got here I got here on Thursday, there's probably nobody here. There may be 5-10 campers this whole place, and then Friday everybody started filing in here. Funny little side story, right over there was a couple that looked to be about our age with kids that were about our age.
Not fun.
And I really hope it wasn't like a family emergency and something serious that came up that caused them to leave.
In our head it was not anything serious.
But anyway, they pulled up, they like were setting up their camper, and I saw the guy like setting up his grill. Never saw the wife. She like got out of the car, went in the camper, never saw her, and then they didn't really ever cook anything. We never saw them do anything. They were just inside the camper, I guess. And then this morning they were just gone.
They're gone. Let's say while we were watching them so much, though, it sounds like we're just creepy.
Yeah.
Abram, we were supposed to come camping with some friends, and so I told Abram, oh, they're coming, and then unfortunately our friends got sick and weren't able to come. So Abram is a social butterfly. Always wants to find someone to play with. The first thing he wakes up and says, Mom, can we go find me some friends? I'm like, okay, let me drink my coffee. But he noticed that they had a little boy that was around his age. So he was begging me, Mom, please, can we go talk to him? Can we go talk to him? So I went over there and introduced Abram and said, hey, just wanted to talk. And I told him, I said, we'll be right here playing if you want to come play. And he said, okay, maybe later. And then we didn't see them outside their camper again. And they were gone this morning.
They're just gone. And then
maybe scared them off.
Another crew came into that spot later this afternoon. This is kind of funny to me because it's happened to any of us who camped. This is the longest camper I've ever seen. This thing's just long, and in here there's random trees everywhere, so you gotta kind of strategically place it into the camping spot so you can still get your awning out and stuff, whatever. Anyway, this guy was backing up his truck, his wife's standing back there, you know, directing him, and that always goes well 100% of the time. Every man out there knows that. And
every wife is like, I don't understand why you don't know what this means.
And then the next thing I know, I didn't hear word for word what he said, but I just see him get out of the truck, start stomping over there, and he's throwing his hands in the air, and you tell he's obviously frustrated. And she's over there like, "What do I do?" And it was just funny to watch from a distance, because I think that's happened to the best of us. We've gotten a lot more communicative where it doesn't happen as much anymore, but it can still happen to anybody.
It's
and
a
I just
lot
thought
easier
it was funny.
backing
It's
this thing in. And y'all know when you see somebody backing in a camper, you watch.
You just watch
It's
it.
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, because you
Especially
never,
if
you're
it's
always
a
like,
husband and a wife.
you're like, is it gonna go really good or is this gonna go bad?
Yeah.
We're here for the show. 'Cause
There's always
we're
a
finally
chance
set up.
it's gonna have a little bit of a meltdown. Anyway, let's talk about some things we've done while we're here.
Okay.
On the cooking side, I feel like we had this is probably the best overall general meal
Thank
selection
you.
we had.
Thank you.
Brooklyn did a great
Thank
job taking care of that. Cooking over the fire, that went surprisingly well.
So I don't think that's something you could do in the summer because it would just always be too hot and you wouldn't want to be out there that much. But I think that since it's
Well, you
cooler
wouldn't have
weather,
in the summer
you wouldn't have a fire all the
a fire
time.
going all day, but here it was cold enough this
Right.
weekend we had a fire going all
Yes.
day.
A side note, they don't have fire pits here, so you just sort of build a fire
Wherever.
There's sand everywhere though. This is a very sandy.
Definitely need a good rug.
Yeah, need a good rug and you need a good broom because I have vacuumed and swept up at least 5 or 6 times every day.
Yeah.
Just to keep
We're
the sand
right
out.
by the river, so it's sandy here.
Right, sandy everywhere. So Travis called me. I was on my way here, and he said, "Get something to cook over the fire with." And I'm like, I don't know what that means. So I hauled both the boys into Academy Sports. Gosh, that is a disaster in itself. I couldn't find exactly what, because you wanted something that sort of went in the ground and swung back and forth.
Yeah, you made a good decision. You got
Thank you. I got the only thing they had.
which
okay?
was better than what I had. This was something. What
It looks like a tray.
Yeah.
It looks like a tray you'd put over.
I didn't know that such a thing existed, and that works way better
pretty
than
neat.
what I had asked her to get. So that worked out good. Cooking over the fire, I kind of like it. It is more. That's more time consuming than doing it,
I wouldn't say it's time. You have to start your food so much earlier.
and you have to have a fire started so much earlier because you got to
Right.
have coals and stuff.
Right.
But the food itself is pretty good.
It's delicious.
So that really worked out. We went through the Christmas lights. We did
Yeah.
that. Beautiful Christmas lights display, and we'll have some footage of that either on this video or the next video.
Really
We went down to the if you go past, you can't go much further past it, but past where the canoe outpost is, you can walk down. There's this massive sandbar right there on the river, so we went down there and played in the sand.
That's the best sand. If y'all ever go to beaches like in the Panhandle of Florida, that's what the sand feels like. Fine, so soft. I wish I would have brought like sand toys. Luckily, we found a little boy who was nice enough to share his sand toys.
That's right.
Again, as I said, Abram's always on the hunt. I feel like Abram is sort of like some of these retired folks that we see out here in the camper. Sometimes Travis will always get bombarded when somebody comes over here chatting it up, and I'm thinking that's what they feel like. Dang, I've been in here with my wife for 2 weeks. Finally somebody to talk to. That's how Abram is.
Oh man, 'cause like I said, when I pulled up here Thursday, there was nobody here hardly, and I pulled up, and this retired guy, super nice guy.
He was so nice.
He may end up watching this video,
He's
but
so
a
nice.
super nice guy named George come up, talked to me, offered to help me set up. And
So
you can tell
sweet.
he just was waiting on some more people to come in here.
He's George.
he
Like, I
could
gotta
talk
help
to.
somebody.
Yeah.
He gave us his Swanee ticket.
Yeah, he had some extra
So
tickets to the
sweet.
lights. So if George does watch this, thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
It was nice meeting you.
So nice.
Anyway,
So we did that. There's nothing to do here in town. There's no town.
There's
There's-
2 convenience stores at where you get off I-75,
That's
but
it.
there's nothing close. So you better have. There's a country store here that has
A lot of stuff.
necessities, but
And there's a restaurant here.
which we didn't
3
try.
nights. Yeah, 3 nights. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Has something. But yeah, you need to bring all your groceries, all your stuff.
And
from
this
home.
place, we rode around the camp, the whole facility today, but it was never like we got the itch to go anywhere. It was pretty
Oh,
just
no,
chill.
no, no. Yeah. I just mean it's not like you could strike off and... I mean, you could go into Valdosta, and there may be something else close by, but North Florida, there's not really
Yeah,
much.
Lake City, which probably ain't too far.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm just saying, don't come here and plan to go and do other stuff.
No, you're gonna be camping.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be camping.
The other thing that we did while we were here is I went ahead and put in the Reflectix in the windows of the bunk.
AKA insulation.
Insulation. The first night we were here, it was freezing. There was ice on the water hose, so it
got down to 31 the first 2 nights.
I think it was colder than that. So we had the heater going in the pop-up, and we had this little tiny portable heater going too, which tripped our breaker and made me nervous to use it again. So I said, oh, this will be a good time to do some insulation. So I'd already had to go in. That's when I had to go to work. So I ran by Lowe's real quick, got a big tube of it. So easy. Probably took 30 minutes.
And it definitely worked. It's
gosh.
Making the temperature hold in there really nicely. And
probably 10 to 15 degrees warmer in there.
Yeah. So
than it was without it.
We might can take even colder than 31 now. I don't know that we want to try.
I ain't trying to do that.
But it did feel good. It did feel good. At nighttime, I like to sit by the fire after they go to bed for a little while. And
they go to bed. It's talking about me too, because you know you can't lay down with kids and not fall asleep. There's no way.
But I couldn't stay up too late this time. About 10 o'clock or 10:15, it would just get so cold. Even with a good fire, I was like, I can't sit out here anymore. I can't take it anymore.
Freezing cold hands and feet.
Yeah.
Just snuggle up. Too cold.
Anyway, we've had a good time here so far, and really nice place and really convenient. Only an hour and a half away, which makes it a nice quick trip. And not super crowded this weekend. I mean, decent amount of people here, but not super crowded. So, hope you've enjoyed all the footage so far, and we'll have our official review and official score coming up on the next video. So be sure to check that out. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye.